You have become the therapist of your team, the motivator, the conflict resolver. People always come to you. Yet, when it's time for promotion, you are not considered. And no, you are not imagining it. You are doing real work. You are doing some valuable work. And it's called emotional labor. And it's one of the most underpaid, undervalued skill in today's workplace. So in today's video, I'll make you understand what emotional labor actually is, how to spot if you are doing it, and most importantly, how to get it counted, recognized, and paid. So let's understand what actually is emotional labor. Emotional labor is the invisible work of managing the emotions of your or other people to keep the team, client, culture functioning smoothly. For example, calming down an angry client without blowing it up, mediating between two team members so that project runs smoothly and you get the results you want. It's not about being nice, it is strategic, it requires skill, it takes a lot of work and effort, and it is exhausting. Now, let's understand why emotional labor is underpaid or undervalued. The biggest reason? Because this work is silent and it doesn't show up in KPIs or performance dashboards. And obviously, it's not expected from everyone. There is a specific category from whom this is expected, and those people do it more than others. And what are these categories? Number one, junior employees. Number two, women. Number three, people from unrepresented groups. Number four, the empathetic ones, people who try to always solve others' problems. And let's be real, though we reward coding, sales deals, metrics, all that is fine, but without emotional labor, the teams will fall apart. People will not be able to work together. So it's a very important skill, and it's not okay to be ignored for doing it. And now let's understand how to know if you are doing it. 2 pointers that will help you identify if you are doing it. There can be many other factors, but I'm trying to point out the most obvious ones, and you can yourself check if something goes along these lines, then most probably you are doing emotional labor. Number one, a lot of people come to you with a problem, but you never get any help in return. You feel exhausted, drained after the meetings, not because of the task or what was discussed there, but mostly because of people. And the most obvious one, that you are being told that you have a calming presence and it's so easy to work with you. If that sounds like you, there is a high possibility that you are managing emotions of your team without getting paid for it. So here are some more examples from real life stories that you can relate to. Number one, an employee is constantly praised about how peaceful it is to work with him, and that employee always guide the new hires and take out time to mentor them so that they can be successful in their work, and also takes care of difficult conversations between a client and a team member when something is escalated. But whenever it's time for promotion, somebody else is given the promotion basis the metrics, whatever that metrics is, maybe meeting the targets or closing the sales deals, and so on. Another very common thing that I've seen is a particular employee is always given the most difficult client to handle, and the reason given is that he or she knows the best how to handle a difficult client. But when it's time to get paid more or to get promotion or to be recognized at bigger platforms or events of the company, that employee never gets recognized. People who fits the more KPI metrics always gets the more points, always gets more recognition, not those employees. So I hope you get the idea. I mean, I don't want you to be working on something that is not counted, and if you are doing it anyway, then you must be getting paid for it. So let's now talk about how you can get your emotional labor counted. The step one is name it strategically. Do not say I helped the team vibe better. Rather, say I resolved the interpersonal conflicts of the team so that delivery timelines are not impacted. You see the difference? I helped the team to vibe better. I resolved the interpersonal conflicts so the delivery timelines are not impacted. Which you think has more weight? It's the same thing, but it's how you present it. And that leads to the most important thing, that is always tie your emotional labor, the thing that you are doing, to a business impact. In this example, how I tied the work that the person did help resolve the interpersonal conflict, that's not enough to say that. How it is tied to the business, that it was impacting the delivery timelines and I solved it. So now it's a big thing. So now you pay me for that. So that's how it gets counted. You have to somehow figure out a way that you tie your work with the business, how business is impacted, if the business is improving or you are retaining clients, whatever it may be, you have to show that it is somehow linked to the business. And the next step is document it. I cannot emphasize enough. Take soft logs, collect emails, messages, whatever you can gather in terms of the proof of the work that you did, how it helped the business. So the representation will then get you the results. What was the issue and what you did about the issue, and then how it helped the business. 3 columns in a table. If you present it like that, nobody can ignore it. Now, the next point is bring it in the review conversations. And how you do that? By simply making the manager or whoever is taking your review aware about the work that you did. You can say, I want to highlight my contribution towards the team, that this was the issue, I did it, and that's how it impacted the business. That is a very important step, because even if you have put it in a business language, you have documented everything, if you do not talk about it in your reviews, it's not going to get counted. And even if it gets counted, it will be only limited to pat at the back or maybe somebody saying nice words to you. It will never be converted into money. If you want to get paid for that work, you have to bring it to the reviews. There's no other way around it. And the final step is use it as a leverage. Do not think that, oh, I am doing this extra work, it's an extra burden on me, that apart from my work, I'm also doing a emotional labor work, for which I'm not getting paid. Rather, see it as a leverage, use it as a leverage, frame it as a leadership point, because it is a leadership quality, and then negotiate accordingly. And if people do not value this, then you have to consider your options. Now, what companies need to do about it? So if you are a company, if you are a manager or somebody on the management team watching this video, then please know emotional labor is a leadership skill. It's a leadership task. And if you are not recognizing it, if you are not measuring it, you are ignoring, you are overlooking the best people of your team. So my suggestions to you are that include emotional impact in your reviews. The way you include it is your choice. There can be many ways, but get it included. Give credits for team stability. If somebody is responsible for the stability of the team, for retaining people, give that person credit for that in the best possible way, in a way they want it. If they want a bigger paycheck, so be it. If that doesn't work for them, they want a bigger title, so be it. Give them that. And finally, train your managers to recognize, to identify this kind of work, because most of the time it goes unnoticed, and that's why it is such an undervalued and underpaid skill. So if you think you have been carrying this burden of emotional labor, then this video is your sign to speak up, and speak up with a strategy. And to add more value to this video, I have created a workbook. I've included lots of business language examples where I have converted the emotion into the metrics for which you'll get paid, for which the work will get counted. So I'll flash a few here. If you find them interesting, you can download the workbook to unlock rest of the examples, because there are many. And I've also included a lot more things into the workbook. So if you need that help, download it. So that was it, guys. If this video resonated with you, please leave a feedback for me in the comment section, so that I know that all this content is helpful for you, and that will motivate me to keep making such videos. With that, I'm signing off. You keep on watching more content on the Corporate Diaries, and I will see you in my next one. Till then, stay safe and healthy. Take care. Bye.